My name is Jacqueline Strum, and I'm the Director of Communications at Wine Enthusiast Companies. Yeah. As you can see, from 100 years to 40 under 40, wine transcends the generations. And as the next generation of wine educators and leaders takes the stage, a single philosophy is ringing loud and clear. Wine can be fun and approachable. Our Sommelier of the Year, Alpana Singh, is proving that every day. Although she passed one of the most intimidating tests in the world to become a master sommelier at the record-breaking age of 27, she is the perfect poster child for non-intimidating wine education. That's clear in her convivial style as the former host on the PBS show Check Please, and in her most recent success, opening the renowned restaurant The Boarding House. If you're wondering, how does she keep a wine and dining experience fun yet smart and informative, the evidence is all over her brilliant establishment. Who can't smile at a wine list using the terminology Gruner and the gang? Or a restaurant owner whose presence is made known by her resounding laughter. While it may feel like the boarding house only recently opened to critical acclaim, Alpana is already working on her next project on Michigan Avenue. Alpana Singh's incredibly passionate pursuit and tireless enthusiasm for wine and hospitality has paid off in leaps and bounds to make her one of the most adored young icons in the industry.
Alpana is a tireless hard worker. She gives all of herself to everything she's doing, and she puts in a lot of hard work. It's quite a feat and quite an accomplishment. That's what she's been doing.
It's really amazing. She's opened up so many doors for me, and she challenges you every day.
Her passion is really all about education, and that extends from the staff all the way to the guests.
It's a lot of fun. It's extremely rewarding, and she's super knowledgeable.
Wine can be something that's not comfortable for a lot of people, and she really makes it completely down to earth and comfortable for everyone.
She's extremely forward-thinking. She's always on the cutting edge.
Everything she does as a perfectionist. She strives for perfection.
You hear her laugh from downstairs. You're just like, oh, boss is here.
She has a wonderful personal touch with everybody that comes in the restaurant. She's just terrific.
Restaurants have always been sort of this very magical place for me. Some kids like to go to Disneyland. I always like to visit restaurants. And no surprise, starting at the age of 15, I started my first restaurant job, and then up until about 26, where I took a desk job. Not that I didn't enjoy it, but I really miss the magic. I really miss those crazy nights and the intensity and the chaos and the fun and just interacting with people. And so being back on the floor, I feel like has been just this, wonderful return to what made me fall in love with restaurants in the first place. The great part about being a sommelier is just introducing, seeing that look in a diner's eyes when you introduce them to something new. When you realize that you have opened their eyes to something that maybe they wouldn't have tried before, and they'll remember that moment. I remember meeting a sommelier from a 3-star Michelin restaurant in Paris, and he said it so beautifully. What we do night after night is we give our guests a souvenir, a moment, a lifetime sort of a marker, and they take that moment with them, and it's a souvenir that they keep forever. And having just that little bit of an interaction with somebody and changing their life even just for that specific moment in time, I think is extremely rewarding, and I think that really is the best part about being a sommelier. To be able to do what you love is one thing, but to be able to create an entire career out of it is another. But then on top of it, to be rewarded, for following your dream, and you can't imagine doing anything else, I think it's beyond the icing on the cake. And so I'm extremely grateful for this opportunity to be recognized. I sort of pinch myself. It's a wonderful feeling. Like I said, to not only be doing what you love, but then to also just be, sort of taking a step back and to be honored for it.
For her incredible achievements and promising future, Wine Enthusiast is thrilled to honor Alpana Singh as our 2013 Sommelier of the Year.
Well, good evening. First and foremost, I want to thank Adam Strum and the entire team at the Wine Enthusiast for this tremendous honor. I really would also like to congratulate my fellow honorees this evening, particularly the winemakers and winery owners. Your vision, your sacrifice, your energy, your wisdom, really, you write the story, and it's an honor to be your storyteller. I mean, let's face it, we're in the wine business. And how fortunate are we to call what we do work? I mean, we really are the lucky ones. And I'd like to also take this opportunity to thank the key mentors in my life. I was given many wonderful opportunities, people, men and women that took the time to show me this wonderful business, to sort of, give me books to read and encourage me to take that next step and, just sort of say, listen, maybe this could be something for you. Richard Wise, who gave me my first wine job at Nielsen Brothers in Carmel. Master Sommelier William Shearer, who introduced me to the Master Sommelier program. Perhaps the greatest mentor in my life was Chef Jean Joho, who took a chance on me. I was a wide-eyed 23-year-old who just moved from Monterey, gave me a job, gave me an opportunity to become the sommelier at Everest, but more importantly, he gave me a backbone. He taught me to be strong, he taught me to be persistent, he taught me to never just sort of take no for an answer. I think he eventually regretted that decision. But Chef Joho, I owe you a great deal of gratitude. Not a day goes by where I don't utilize some lesson he taught me about food, service, and hospitality. He truly is one of the great ones. But most importantly, I want to thank my team at the boarding house, my partners Matt Fisher and John Ward, and really my talented staff, the reason I just am so excited to get out of bed every day. We built a restaurant around wine at a time when people were cutting back on their programs. But not only did we succeed, wine survived. I mean, it was kind of an interesting time there. People are more hungry for wine than ever, more thirsty for wine than ever, but we have an entire generation of young men and women who want to learn about wine. And their enthusiasm to learn and grow is more than I could have ever hoped for and imagined. And I will say, this is one of the happiest moments in my life right now. I mean, it's just, it's kind of surreal, but I will not rest, and I will not be happy, really, but the greatest day in my life will be when one of my team members is up on this stage accepting this very same honor. And I think that will be the telling moment for me. So until then, thank you once again to the entire team. Let's continue to share our stories, lift our glasses, and celebrate quite possibly the best business anybody could be in. Thank you, and I wish you all continued success and happiness. Thank you.